Hello and welcome to Crafting with Jane. We're doing Christmas and I thought we'd make a Christmas card using some of the lovely indigo blue stamps. So this one is called Tree Dressing and it's an A5 stamp, code IND0473, and as I've said, if you go onto their website and order anything and put code in Jane lowercase JANE 20, you'll get a 20% discount, so that's always good. I've already done this part. I've taken a 4 3/4 inch square card because I'm going to be putting it onto a 5 by 5, so 10 by 5 blank, and I've just stamped out the image in a green, and this is a lovely big Christmas tree which I think is really rather lovely. So I'm going to take that off now because I don't need that on there anymore. I put it on with a bit of tape when I'm trying to do something large, because I find that with the magnets it quite often will just get in the way, and then you can't position it properly. You know, you get a piece that always doesn't work. If you, whatever positioning tool you've got, I've had this one a long time, so this is the one that I use. But as I say, you know, use what positioning tool you've got, or if you've got a large size block. I find with the big blocks that I'm not very good at doing them. I think some of the thinner blocks might be easier. I haven't used them, so I can't tell, but I've seen quite a lot of people using the thin blocks, and it means that you can bend them a bit, so get to the inside of it. So I'm just cleaning off this stamp. As you know, I don't like to leave my stamps mucky. So that's my positioning part done, because it was a large stamp. So I'm just going to put that out of the way for now. And we have our tree. So I want to, on this, we've got some lovely stockings, but I'm going to be putting the stockings, I think, sort of up in the corner, maybe sort of hanging in like that. But I quite like, we've got this sort of barbed wire as decoration for the tree, which I think is quite nice. And we've got these lights as well. And I've got the star. So I thought it would be a good idea to do a bit of embossing, because to make them sort of stand out nicely, I want to use the embossing, and I'm going to be using some of the Luscious, because the Luscious is just, well, it's luscious, isn't it? So I'm going to put this here first. I need to stamp on it first with Versamark. So I need to put this up in on a block, and I'm going to use this, what do you call it? It's like barbed wire, but I think it'll look quite nice. The only trouble is that being red rubber, you can't see through it very well. So I've got to be quite careful in doing what I want to do. And I'm going to have a look at the, can I look at the picture of this barbed wire and see? Okay, so we want that bit in first. Okay, so we've got the detailed bit at the top. So I'm literally just going to ink that up in VersaFine, and I'm just going to put it sort of down on that side, and it might come off the edge, I don't know. It's the first time I've used it, but I think it should be all right. And then I'm going to do another bit sort of off like that. And then I really should have some nearer the top, shouldn't I? Let's just have a little look and see if I can sort of dangle it down, maybe like that. We'll see. We'll see. It's either going to look fabulous or it's going to look dreadful, but we won't know till we've had a go, will we? So I've got my paper in here, and I'm using some fine gold. This is by Cosmic Shimmer, and it is very, very fine. So with a bit of luck, it should go all right. Now, I didn't do any, I didn't use my anti-static bag, which I probably should have done, but we'll have a look and see. what it looks like. See if I can oh, okay, that's all right actually. Now I just need to, you can see where I've got little bits there. All I need to do is to get a brush. I can then just take those pieces off. Just need to take those bits off. So I really don't want to have bits of that on. And that looks quite good. It's sort of dotted about on there, but I think that's going to be fine. So let's do that one first and see how that comes out. Pull my debris back in because you use such a little bit. I've had most of my embossing powders for years because you never ever use them all. So I'm going to put this, just put the lid on for now. And then I can put this, let's put this on here for a minute, take my heat gun and let it just heat up for a second. And then once it's heated, we should be able to get the gold coming in off of there, which I think will be quite nice. So let's see how that's going to come. There we go. Very pretty, isn't it? Some really nice twinkly pretty bits on the tree. Okay, so that's that bit done, which I think looks really lovely actually. Now, am I going to do, I've got these, haven't I, which are the twinkly lights, and if I put those on, I need to sort of put them on where I haven't got, I am going to have a go at doing that. So let's take this one off. We'll put the twinkly lights in. They're quite big twinkly lights, which is good. I'm going to do them in the gold again because then I'm going to cover them. But I don't know how many I'll use because I don't want them to be coming in at the wrong angle. So let's put this one in. Where's my space? We'll have one there. So that's a bit of space on that one. And then I think I will put another one just in where the gap is on here. So we can have the other one just in like that. Let's see how that works. So let's put my case back on, take the powder, sprinkle it on again, take it off. Oh yes, that's going to be good. Give it a tap. Have I got any that I need to take off? Maybe, I'm not quite sure what that one is on there. I'm going to take it off. I think it's where the edge should be, and that one on here as well. That'll do. Let's take the powder back in again. Now I've actually got, says me, I've got a little tray thing that I should use. I'm always using paper, but I've got a little tray that I really should use. And again, I've had it a long time. I was clearing out a drawer and I found it and I thought, oh, that would be quite good. And I've got it up on there. I'm not going to get it out now, but I will get it out at another time so you can see it. Let's put the powder out of the way. Heat gun on. It should be quite hot this time. And we can then get this. It's going to come down. And this one. Like that. Okay, so we can see on there that's where the light bulbs are. But what I want to do is I want to make them really quite pretty and sort of twinkly looking. So I'm going to put some of the luscious powders on there. Before I put these stamps away though, I want to have the stockings, and I'm going to do the stockings in grey, I think. I'm going to do those up in on the corner. So let's just light them up. This is VersaFine Claire, and it is Morning Mist. So it's a pale sort of grey. Now I want these to come up in just like that. There we go, that's good. And then we'll have the other one on the other side. And we'll put this one up this way. So we've got our stockings hanging up like that, which is rather nice. Let me just clean this off. Clean this area here. There we go. Put that back on there like that. And I think that is the only thing I've got to do is to put a star. Now we've got different sizes of stars. The big star I think is the one I want. So I need to just ink that up. Now I could do it, I could emboss it with gold, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to literally just put it up so I can just colour it again in something bright. So that's that star. And let's see, need to put him in on there, just like that. There we go. So we've got a star on the top of the tree. Got to have a star or a fairy on the tree, haven't we? Okay, so that's on there. Do I want something at the bottom? Probably, but I'm going to do that later on. I'm just going to, I think that's all I want out of this set, because I've then got all of the things that I really need. So let's just put these back in on here. That's the star. That's the... Now I could put the Merry Christmas on there at a later point. I'm not quite sure yet. So I'm going to put these out of the way because I don't need these. I've got this. I really like this this part which says Magic and Sparkle, and I like this one as well. So I might put some of those down the side. I haven't really thought too much on that yet. I'm just going to move it to one side while we finish and do these. So I wanted to put now twinkly lights. What colour are we going to do them? I think I'm going to do them in this lovely reddy colour, which is, I think it's called Bullfinch. It is Bullfinch. And I might have some in the purple as well. So I just need to put a little tiny bit of this in. I'm going to use just the end of a pair of scissors because I don't need too much. I only need a tiny little bit. So let's just put a little bit on there. That's literally all you need. It's probably too much as well. These things last, I think, forever and ever and ever. I've been playing with these now for a month, and they are very good. I don't need to, they last a long time. Right, I need to get a water brush. And let's see which one this one is. If this is, I've got one that runs a lot of water, and one that doesn't run very much water at all. I And I think this is the newer one, which runs quite a bit of water. So I think this is that's going to be fine. So I'm just going to take just a little bit on here, and you can see I can mix it up, and it just makes a paste. But it's very stiff, which means that you can paint over and it's completely solid, so you don't have to it doesn't show through, so that it comes up quite nicely. I'm just doing sort of alternating ones. I'll put that one in like that. So you can see the colour coming through, which is quite nice. Now I'm literally just going to put it on there because I can use that bit later on. Take my cloth and wipe it off, because as I say, it lasts forever and ever and ever. I'm going to use this purpley one. I think I need to get some more because I really like these, and I want to get some little pots. You can get little pots to put these in as well, because I've just got my palette. So this is the sort of purpley blue, which I can put in on there. Have I got another one in on there? Can't really see. I think I have actually. So there's one up on there. One in down here. You can see how lovely they are when they just come up, and you can see that they don't they remain nice and almost like shimmery lights, which is exactly what you want. So that's going to be this one on here, because I haven't got put him in. You need to mix it up fairly thick if you want it to be not show through, which is exactly what I want. Okay, so those are my lovely little lights. Put that one in on here. So, and you can, when it goes dry, all you do is add a little bit of water to it, and it goes back exactly to be able to use again. It is extraordinary stuff. So I can leave that like that, and then next time I've got some. I do wash it out occasionally, because otherwise it does get a bit grubby. How it says me, I need it as well, because I need to do the star, and then I've got to do my stockings, haven't I? So the star, I've got a gold, which is rather exciting. I love gold. So this one is gold, and I just want to do my star in the gold. So let me just get I need to get a little tiny spoon, so I can put a little bit of a spoon in on there. So let's put this up there, which is quite good. This is the gold, and it is a beautiful gold as well. So let me just add a little tiny drop of water on here. That's why I said you only need to add such a tiny little bit, and then I can do the star. And you can see how it comes out completely like pure gold. It's absolutely gorgeous. And you can add it to their gilding gum, which I've got, and then that makes it into like a wax that can go over the top of things. So there's all sorts of things you can do with it. I'm just like, I do like gold for Christmas time. So I'm just trying to get this in, doing all my corners first and then coming in on the centre, because I want it to be just about as bright as I can get it. Let me have a look and see if that's, because where the light is, it comes across quite a lot. So as the light comes down, what I want to do is to make sure that I've filled it in nicely. because otherwise you just get the sparkle from the top, and I actually want it to be nicely filled in. There we go, nearly done. So if I put it on there, you can see how the lovely gold is coming through. Really shiny. Hopefully you can see that on there. Yes, you can. Beautifully shiny. Okay, so that's that one. Just need to put that up on there. I'm not going to waste it. And then we've got our stockings. Now, I'm going to do the stockings just with some alcohol markers, because that's quick and easy. And it gives, I'm liking this Christmas card. I think it's looking quite pretty. Okay, so stockings. What colour stockings should we have? We should really have red, shouldn't we? Hanging up. Let's have red and a green, probably. Maybe that green. And then maybe a yellow. Let's have a look at that. We'll do red to start off with. So let me just, oops, get the lid off. And I'm going to just do little bits of red up like this. That can be red, this one can be a bit of red. This can be red. It's just started raining, I can hear it on the roof. Let's do this one red, shall we? Take that down. I do like the start of Christmas time, and I don't mind crafting for Christmas beginning in October, because I think we need to have most of it ready by the beginning of December, apart from maybe a few little stocking stuffers or what have you. Because I think, again, you know, if you're doing stocking stuffers, then it's not, you can do those last minute, but cards and things, we have to post them by the beginning of December to enable them to get to everybody. So if you haven't made them by the end of November, you're not going to be able to get them posted in time. So I try and get them done reasonably early, and if I'm trying to give you ideas, then I can't do it in July. I really can't. You know, people that do this crafting in July, I just can't do it. I really can't. I'm somebody who, I don't mind doing it later in the year, but in the middle of the summer, it's something that I can't get my head around. It has to be sort of starting to get cool and the night starting to draw in before I will do something like that. So you can see I'm just sort of playing around with different colours as we go. And I'm sure you've all got stocking ones about, so you know, don't be afraid to use them, and just spend a little while. I'm doing this fairly quickly, but spend a little while just doing the decorating, so you can decorate it as you want. And as I say, I'm just doing these in red and green. And this one. And coming up like that. And as you can see, I am rushing this, but you don't have to be overly precise. Take that one on there, that one on there. Nearly done. nearly done, because this is not something that's you're going to like, but I know a lot of you will whiz it forwards, and I know some of you just enjoy sitting with a cup of coffee crafting with me, and you know, going along and just having a go and watching the whole thing to see how long it takes me and what I'm actually doing, and which is lovely. I've got some lovely subscribers, some that, you know, will comment all the time. I love comments and things, and it's nice. It's very encouraging. I've always said that it's nice to have the encouragement, because, you know, I do work quite hard at bringing you new and different things all the time on my channel, so it's nice for you to be able to see those. Okay, so that I think looks quite nice. Now I could leave it like that, but I'm going to add some more bits because I can, and I'm going to take out this other stamp, which is the this Christmas equation, because I just really love it. I think it just adds something, and it's just got some two sort of longish stamps, and one's got a like a Christmas equation on it, which is Christmas tree plus chestnuts over open fire divided by a bell, 12th of December 25 plus eggnog equals Christmas and a star. And I just think that that's quite fun. So, and you can put it up whichever way you want, so you can run it down the side, which is what I'm going to do with this one. I'm going to do it with this this nice grey, because then it's not too over the top. So I'm going to put this one down this way up, like, oh, that didn't come out very well, did it? Never mind. Let's do it the other side. That's because I rocked it a bit, wasn't it? So let's do it this way, and then it should be fine. There we go. So I've got my chestnuts and things. I've only got half of that on there, and I don't think I can mess about with that. Actually, I'm just going to have to leave that, and we're going to sponge around the outside to give it a bit of a texture coming through, which will be fine. But you know, you don't have to throw a card away just because you made a little mistake. You can correct most mistakes. So, oh, I need to get some more water in this. Nearly run out. I might have to leave this one to give it a clean up afterwards. Okay, so I'm going to put this one in, which is the lovely star and some of the words. Now I need to make sure I've got these words coming the right way, and they are, well, I suppose it doesn't really matter, does it? It can come whichever way we want. So I'm going to put this over the top of this like that, because then that'll come, there we are, you see, that's come over the top of it, and you would hardly have noticed it was there. And I'm just going to put, because these are little sparkles, I'm just going to put just a couple of them quite faint down at the bottom, and then that's that on there. And I can clean this up afterwards because I've run out of water, but that should be fine on there. And then I want to just have something to bring the colour in a bit. So what can I do? I am going to colour these in though, because I think it's a bit of a shame if you don't colour them in. So I'm going to colour the little Christmas tree. Like that. And I can put the little pot in a darker green. Like that. And then the little bell can go in on the yellow. And it could be a deeper yellow this time. That wasn't very good. It brought out the inside of that. That happens quite often sometimes with pens, doesn't it? You end up pulling out the insides. There we are, it's my little bell. that can go on there. Okay, so we've got that just up in on there, and while I'm at it, I'm just going to add colour in these little stars here. Because that looks quite nice. There's a bit of a bell that we'd only got half of, so I'm just going to take that in. Some little dots on there, and that's fine. That's just giving it a little bit of filling in down on that bit. Then what colour should we do round the sides? It's Christmassy, isn't it? So we need something that is a bit, oh, I don't know, down on the bottom, because this is going to be sort of where the ground is and coming up. So I think I'm going to use, oh, I don't know. Do I use, I'm going to just use a neutral, I think. So I'm going to use a Sahara sand, which is a pale neutral, which I think will work quite well. Sponge dauber. I'm just going to give these all a wash. Actually, I've been using them again and again and again such a long time that I think it's probably time that I actually put them in the sink and gave them all a good wash. So I might do that later on. Okay, so I'm going to take it up from the corner. That can come in down on the bottom, so it got a bit of grounding on there. So I quite like this, so that it's just sort of muted round on the side. I'm only going to take it up to here, like that, and then we'll have it round up the side on here. Then that just gives a little bit of texture coming around the side, like that. And do I want to do it up? Nah. You see, I can't just do it half, can I? So I'm going to have to do it all the way around to just bring it in a bit. Don't need to do it quite as dark on this bit. There we go. That's better. So that's brought it in nicely. Now I want to just add, let's put this one back. I just want to add some a border around it. As you know, I'm enjoying doing borders around because I think it does make quite a difference. So I need to get my thick black ones out. Now I could have a gold border, but I think I want to have black because black just makes it all stand out rather nicely. And I'm just going to put this in on here. Oh, says me, I've just got silver out, haven't I? Don't want silver. Might do some silver splatters and things on there, but I want black. It's because both the lids are black and you can't always see it, so we want black, not silver. So that's one. That's two. Take that down just a bit. That's a bit wide, wasn't it? Three. say, you can make them as wide or as thin as you want. This is quite a thick nib on this one, so I can do a nice wide border on there. Okay, I'm just going to give that a quick wipe up because I haven't got any water to do it at the moment, so I need to do it while it's still wet, and then I will fill up my spray bottle again. Comes from doing too much crafting, doesn't it? Okay, so we've now got that on there with the gold, which I think is nice, and all I want to do is to put a Merry Christmas or something like that. And you see, I've got little Christmas bits on there, but I will put some Christmas on there. Not sure which one I'll use. I might use this is quite a nice one. So this is Happy Christmas, I think. I could put it in that way, and I could put it down that way, and I might actually do that now while we've got it out. So let me just take this one off of here, and we'll put this one on. Will it go on here? Yes, it will. I just need to make sure I've got it the right way round. Can't even see. I'm going to do it in the grey because then it's all the same colour. But this is quite a nice sort of font on this. So I think this is, it's got to come up that way, hasn't it? I'm going to put it on a little piece of paper because then I can always cut it out for another time. So let's just put it like that. Oh, you see, I did have it upside down. That's the right way up. So see, it's a good job I did stamp it out, because I would have put it all upside down, and that would have been terrible after all the work we'd done. Well, no, I would have just had to stamp it and do it. So let's have Happy Christmas that way. There we go. And I'm going to do it the other side as well. Like that. Happy Christmas. And it's quite a nice sort of like a variegated font on it. It's a loopy sort of font, which is quite nice. And then all I would do is to put it onto a card base, which I've got one ready here. Put that on like that. And I might add a few little twinkly things in here to just give it a little bit more sparkle. But I think that works out as quite a nice little Christmas card. Something different, because I like to bring things that are a little bit different. Quite a lot of activity going on in it, but I think it's fun. So thank you so much for watching me. As always, please stay safe and well. Please be kind, and look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.